Welcome, you have reached review time with Imperial, and today review is Atlas, a Netflix original. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, let's get into it. So let's go over the cast. We got main character Jennifer Lopez plays as Atlas Shepard, and then you have her AI that she bonded with, voiced by Gregory James Cohen. Then you have a villain by Casca. No, Abraham Popula, but his name is Casca. Then you have Lana Parrilla plays as Val Shepard, which is Atlas's mom. Then you have Mark Strong plays as General Jake Booth, and you have Sterling K. Brown plays as Colonel Elias Banks, and then you have Simu Liu as the main antagonist as Harlan Shepard. So let's get into it. So this movie was decent. I didn't know what to think of it. It was decent though. It was decent. Something that you could put on your list to watch if you're into sci-fi, movies, AI, that whole genre. If you into that, definitely this would be up your alley to take a look in. So it's a glimpse into the future, of course, with AI intelligence of how they evolve. Got a little combination of a bunch of different movies that we have seen with technology. Even got some Terminator moments, Terminator like T2 moments, with the AI and robots will evolve to in the future. So what's happening when it first starts off? You see this Casca villain, and infantry team is on him and after him. He pretty much breaks through everybody, kills a bunch of people, but then it was a setup to trap him, and they trapped him, zapped him, and he's an AI. Now the thing about him being AI that you don't know, these AIs look like humans, so how would you know what's a human, what's not? But they do have technology to detect if they are AI. So they zapped him. The main thing is they're looking for the main AI named Harlan, who's been gone for over 28 years. And what Harlan was able to do, just like any movie that we've seen with AI, the AI gets smarter and it finds a way to break the code so that it could be free from whatever code that was limiting their knowledge. So he found a way to do that. And what he did was create a race of AI and AI army so that he can defeat the humans. So, of course, the humans have to try to fight back, and they've been searching for him ever since and killing his AI men along the way, but he's evolved. So he's off on another planet. So the technology, it goes to Atlas, which is played by Jennifer Lopez. It just shows how we have Alexa, but let's say Alexa on 1,000 though. You know, this her she's talking to the AI technology, and it's well advanced. You know, and you can see how Alexa and things like that is getting advanced as time progresses. But this is well advanced version. So she sees on the news that Casca guy was captured. So that instantly triggers her. She need to get down to the ICN headquarters. That's like who's tracking all this. And when she opened the door, there was somebody waiting for her. They want to bring her in. Now you got this Colonel Banks who is already ready with his crew to do a mission, and you have the general pretty much saying, "Hey, we need her because she got, she been studying Harlan all these years." And, of course, the colonel was standoffish. Nevertheless, from there, she comes in, and she wants to do the not the negotiation, the interrogation on the Casca. Now, when you see Casca, of course, he doesn't have the body no more. He's AI. They just got his brain uh, and face set up to talk to her, and of course he knows her, and she gets information from him, and she has this magnet chess piece where she pits it to his head and pretty much shocks him, and then shocked him again to kill him after she found the location where Harlan is. Now, also, what I failed to mention is the advancement of her, like a less Alexa type technology in her home. She's playing chess virtually and telling the chess player what moves to make. And before she left, she won, and it just said her streak was whatever streak that she was. She doesn't lose in the chess. So they're going to this other planet, and of course they could jump and go into other planets by this time, like Star Wars, like just jump. They just could get in the vehicle at any given time, just fly off to another place like the Jetsons, and they still got regular cars and stuff. But at any given time, they could jump in a car like the Jetsons and just fly off. So they find Harlan's on another planet. Pretty much the Colonel, he's looking at it like, no, my team is ready, and she wants to go because she knows Harlan the best. She'll be best equipped. The Colonel was standoffish at first, but then he started thinking, pretty much said, hey, I want her to come. But he wanted to show her something. So he wanted to show her the new robots that they got, the new AI robots that they got. And these robots, once you put the ear sync on you, you and the robot becomes one, and the robot protect you and take all your knowledge that you have, plus you'll be able to use the knowledge that the robot has. She refuses to do it with AI because she thinks is once AI is all bad, and if they get a hold of your mind, they're corrupted and use it to their advantage. So instantly she goes with the crew, and she's in the ship, and as soon as they enter into that planet, right before they enter the planet, their ship got shot down by Harlan's army, and all the people that were in their robots was just falling from the sky. And so the Colonel hurried up and put her into her own robot, and she didn't. Of course, she didn't know how to use it. She just refused to sync with it. But then this is where the story begins, because now she's on this planet. The whole crew was dead except the Colonel. His body was missing, and she was able to talk to the robot that she's inside of. Like, and when I say inside of the robot, like Avatar, like that. You know, the General Colonel person that was in Avatar, he was inside of the robot moving around and stuff like that. So she's talking to it, and it's telling her that you need to sync so that we can be as one. Of course, she refuses, but it's still listening to her along the way. And eventually, long story short, she eventually agrees to let it sync with her, but she wouldn't let it fully sync with her. So you go through all these trials and tribulations. She eventually, it's an adventure. So this is where the movie keeps you in tune to go with the storyline. Eventually, she makes it to Harlan. You find out her backstory. You find out that her mom created all of this AI. She created Harlan. Harlan was getting smart, and he used Atlas when she was a little girl to break the code. And once she broke the code, he was able to be more advanced and not be underneath the control of Val Shepard, which is Atlas's mom. He pretty much used Val to kill herself, and pretty much she was going to shoot Atlas, but she was able to have the willpower to tell Atlas run. And so Harlan's been on a mission since then. So you find out that backstory. He captured the Colonel, so he get the Colonel's passwords, so he can. They had like nuke bombs that he was going to send back to Atlas's planet and destroy their planet. She was able to stop that. When Harlan fights Atlas at the end, when she's inside her robot, after she fully synced with the robot at the end, Harlan turned into T2 from Terminator 2 and doing all that type stuff that T2 was doing, pretty much. That's where they got that sequence from, in my opinion. Nevertheless, from there, they eventually got the best of Harlan, but not before her robot would die out. But she was able to retrieve her robot, which is called Smith, memory, and you pretty much knew at that point she was going to save his memory, and then with this AI, she could upload it into a whole new machine, but it'd be the memory, and that's what pretty much the last scene was, her testing out the new body of her robot, and she talks to it, and you thinking it's a new memory, but he says something to make her let her know that it's him. So that was cool, but I also look at it like Harlan, they said he always had a contingency plan. So I also look at it that he could upload himself somewhere as a backup plan if he was to ever die. So I also look at that. So I guess depending on the success of the movie, the viewership, somebody could make a part two of this. Just like if you follow my channel and you look at the review of, I think it was Meg, towards the end you seen this guy, he took Meg's or Megan. Nah, I said Meg. Meg is the shark. Megan, the with the doll, artificial intelligence doll. You seen where the guy right before the end, towards the end, he took Megan's information, uploaded and sent it somewhere or whatever. So that could potentially be a part two down the road. So I believe Harlan did the same thing. And overall, decent movie. So out of my 4-star rating system, I'm gonna give this movie a 2.5 out of 4 stars. Take a look at it if you're into sci-fi. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Till next time.